Hello Aries, welcome to the Black Hearted Oracle. Before we get started, I'd like to pay homage and reverence to Mother Sustainer, Father Creator, and of course my beautiful ancestors. Now, what you see laid before you is a general reading for January 2020. Okay, let's get started. Okay, first of all, this card right here is dealing with your state of mind. This is dealing with the love field in your life. This one is dealing with your intentions, your inner world, your soul's yearning, the protective energies that you have access to, and your emotional state. Okay, let's get started. Your state of mind is autumn is my last chance. Please don't lose hope. Lost and lonely, this fragile little being has an apple of life and wisdom. She has hope, although it is fading fast. All buttoned up against the cold, the black autumn landscape offers no warmth or comfort, but she holds the source of hope and life itself. She can sustain herself till the frostbound landscape thaws. She can save the seeds from her feast and plant them in a warming ground so she need never go hungry again. The rewards of this act will continue far into the future, far beyond her lifetime. She is holding the source of hope, but is almost afraid to bite into it. It seems she is saving it for a rainy day, for when she has no other choice. Soon she will realize that she has herself and turn to it for sustenance and comfort. I keep waiting for help, for hope to come, but all around me is cold. I cannot find what I am looking for, and indeed I barely remember what it was I was in search of before I got so lost. Time to stop relying on others for that comfort, warmth, and sustenance that only true self-love can bring. Waiting for others to give you what you need will be a long and lonely, bone-chilling wait at this time. Look at what you already have. Turn to it and feast on it. Learn to love and appreciate the apple in your hands and save the seeds of self-love and plant them. The gift of wisdom comes self-love, comes abundance, comes the knowledge that you are the person who deserves to care for and love your own self, committing to helping yourself. Then you will be free of the need for approval, shelter, and rescue. There is only one true rescue, and it comes with the miracle of a self-life. In the field of love for the month of January, it is stay optimistic about your love life. It says a positive thinking and faith will bring you romance. The next message is quest. And quest says, when I am somewhere else, my life will have meaning. Miss Patriot, the oldest woman in the town of Blue, decides she is ready to set out across the deadly swamp and walk the Navy Trail that no one has dared tread before. The wise youngster points out that the swamp has vanished, and the path she seeks is already before her. Miss Patriot sees that her life is not elsewhere, but it is in the here and now. As Miss Patriot travels home, the Navy Trail stretches out before her. You may be on a quest that is unnecessary. Allow yourself the space of self-discovery. It is time to take a risk. Where in my life do I need to walk my talk? Being open to wisdom, imagine dangers, commitment to your path, courage, journey, and answers. The next one for your intentions are abundance. And it says, I only seek to give you what you ask for. Inside a magical treasure chest, gold coins swap stories. One coin tells how a man foolishly dropped her down a drain. then cried instead of trying to get her out. Later on, an enterprising little girl used string and chewing gum to fish her out. The coins remember how this little girl saved them, along with many others, and eventually bought a house. As all coins desire to be well spent, they agree that she was indeed a wise person. Think about your relationship with money. Are you the wise girl or the foolhardy man? Money is naturally attracted toward appreciation and gratitude. Be wary of using your financial situation as an excuse to avoid doing something. Are your thoughts and actions around money empowering or disempowering you? Abundance through gratitude, releasing regret, being good with money, friendship, wisdom, windfall. Now, your internal world is lightning, power. It says, we see all around us in this mountains, meadows, and clouds. In fact, in every expression of nature. Oh, sorry. Let me start over. We see power all around us. It is in the mountains, the meadows, and clouds. In fact, in every expression of nature. That makes a lot more sense. Lightning sharpens our senses and triggers fear and awe. The power available to you, the force of life itself, is neutral. It is neither inherently good nor bad. It is how you utilize it that will determine whether it is ultimately harmful or life-giving and congruent with the will of the spirit that pulses through you. Awareness of your intention, your values, and your willingness to act on them. Do not allow yourself to get caught up in the duality of good and bad in determining your decisions or actions. Through prayer or ceremony, you can tap into this spiritual force, and by paying close attention to Spirit's prompting, your choice will ultimately be revealed to you, one that is beyond the typical perspective. From there, you can continue to access this divine power that is the very force that is driving the universe. Okay. The next one that you have is tree grounding. It says trees exemplify balance between heaven and earth. Their leaves breathe in carbon dioxide and breathe out oxygen. A vital process for so many beings on this planet, including humans. The roots are planted firmly in the soil, allowing them to receive the gifts of nourishment from Mother Earth. You have been feeling scattered and spacey lately. You are not fully in your body, and that is because you have not been able to get grounded. This is quite literal in that your body is made of materials of the earth. So when you feel disconnected from your body, you are inevitably disconnected from earth. So get yourself grounded. You can do so quite simply, with your feet firmly planted on the ground wherever you are. Feel the etheric roots that extend into the earth. Follow your breath so that each time you exhale, you can imagine these roots going even deeper. Each time you inhale, draw up the loving, nurturing power of Mother Earth. As soon as you have the chance to go outdoors and sit or stand with your back supported by a tree. Feel its solidness, its integrity. It is simply being a tree. Breathe in the essence of the tree spirit and allow this to fill you up. Walk barefoot very slowly on the ground so you can maintain this connection. The next one is your soul's yearning. And it is Damara, and it's guiding children. It says, you are good at helping, counseling, and healing children. Use your skills to help children now. One can be gentle and fierce protector simultaneously. My vigilant focus on keeping harmony within households stems from my desire for children to maintain their youthful awe and sense of wonder. How else will we ensure that they'll see and speak with the fairies. How else will we foster the continuation of children's healing laughter? Join with me in guiding the children, and you'll see your own imagination sparked by these amazing young beings. Your own enthusiasm and youthful spirit attracts the children's respect and attention. I'll lead you toward young people who can benefit from your help. Spend time with or have a heart-to-heart talk with your own children. Okay. You will be a parent. Take care of your own inner child through play and laughter. The protection energies that you have access to is 11, and it's moose, and it's wise beyond years, and in speech, and it says inner knowing, swift, silent moves, awkward yet graceful, autumn, sea and water. It's funny, I'll get to that later. 37, antelope, it says overcome obstacles, psychic, higher purpose, taking action is key to life, understanding life and death cycles, adaptability, instincts, adaptability of mind, knowledge, action, survival, action, and speed. Now your emotional state is magic of the cauldron druid, caution, secrecy, and wary. And also soul cage, rescue, escape from captivity and restrictions. Whew, okay. Okay, Aries. We're going to start here with lightning and power and tree and grounding, because it seems like you have an abundance of energies, but I don't know if it's lack of confidence or self-doubt that you don't really feel like you're commanding this power, but you are. But the only thing is that you need to get grounded in it. You know, you need to get grounded within your power, because it seems like you're on a quest for something, maybe abundance, but the quest is unnecessary, because as long as you can stay grounded within your power, then abundance flows to you. And whatever child or children that are in your life that is needing your guiding light right now, give it to them. You know, because you're wise beyond your years in speech. So have a heart-to-heart conversation with the children in your household, because maybe they're really needing it right now. You know, they're needing your wisdom. And know that you have a higher purpose than just seeking only after abundance, because these things come to us once we get on our proper path. And you're adaptable to any kind of situation that comes to you. Because right now your soul is being rescued. You're emotionally being rescued from the deep darkness of your soul. And maybe you should want to do this in secrecy. Okay. Why is the autumn is my last chance here for Aries as their state of mind? Why is Aries in a silent panic? That one too. Okay, Page of Fire. And it's news of an exciting new endeavor. Use your originality and ingenuity. And this is Nine of Air. Expecting the worst, self-fulfilling prophecies, sleepless nights. Exactly, Aries. So what this is saying is that right now, you have an opportunity. Like this red shiny apple that is in this fairy's hand. You know, you have this opportunity, but don't let your thoughts and your words cut against it. You know, you have to get out of this self-doubt. I mean, I know in these, it looks like these are supposed to be like night flies or like, what do you call those? Lightning bugs or whatever. But they look like a million eyes to me. So do not get caught up in these. You know, search out your heart. Make sure that you know that you are outgoing, you're confident, you're creative, and a bit mischievous. All these things that abundance requires. You know, but don't stand in your own way thinking that it has to be harder than it is and create a self-fulfilling prophecy. Why is stay optimistic about your love life here for Aries in the month of January? I'm just going to check out what this is. Okay, well, the wheel. Why is stay optimistic about your love life here for Aries for the month of January? In Aries field of love. Why is stay optimistic about your love life here? Okay, yeah. Well, it says stay optimistic about your love life because, you know, the Wheel of Fortune is turning into your favor. And, well, this does say the Empress. The Empress denotes fertility, children, you know, pregnancy. But, again, it doesn't always have to. It's just something that you should mention, that I should mention. But, the Empress is also creative, you know. The Empress is abundant in all things. So stay optimistic about this, you know. And if it is a pregnancy, whether expected or unexpected, then just know that with this pregnancy becomes a wheel of, the wheel turning in your favor. And the Empress denotes abundance. And it's funny because if you look here, I don't know if that's an antelope. No. Well, there's a similar animal here as to the moose and the antelope. Okay, yeah. Well, I wasn't asking another question, so I'll just put that with to stay optimistic. Yeah, you're going to have to look at things from a different viewpoint, have a different perspective. And if you notice, these are all major arcanas, you know. So it's really telling you that your optimism right now is very beneficial to your abundance. What is this quest card here for Aries intention? What is Aries in quest for? What is this quest card here for Aries intentions? Why is this quest card here? Why is this quest card here for Aries intentions? Oy, oh my goodness gracious. Card vomit. Okay, yeah. See, you're looking for stability, right? And you've come to a place where you've come into your own. There's new partnerships and contracts, and all you have to do is continue to move forward on your path. You know? Because there's a balance that needs to happen here in your emotions. Just as the Temperance is here, telling you that you need to balance and moderation, cooperation and compromise, wait for perfect timing. Oh, this was here. Okay, yeah, sorry. So yeah, you're going to need to balance your emotions, Aries. So whatever is going on that has you in this state of like dire straits, that has you thinking that you only have one last chance, you have to stay optimistic about this and find the balance within your emotions. Why is the Mara here guiding children for Aries? Why is the Mara here guiding children for Aries? Why? Okay. Okay. Again, the Emperor and the Empress. So there's a true pair here. And this is a relationship. But there seems to be someone who's making an unwise choice, whether that is your child or your partner or yourself that has made an unwise choice, and learn what you need to from the situation. You have to review everyone's motives. So maybe your child is coming to you and telling you something that you were unaware of, and it's making you feel like there's no optimism to be had in your relationship. But what you need to do is speak to these children and help them, but also don't come off your square. You have to stand in your Emperor mode. Okay? What is this? Oh, oops, sorry. What is this secrecy and caution in Aries emotions? Why is secrecy and caution here for Aries emotions? Why is secrecy and wary here? Why is caution, wary, and secrecy here for Aries emotions? What's going on in Aries emotions? Why are these here? Okay. King of Air. So that's a King of Sword. It says, speak your mind with confidence. Seek out professional advice. Balance mental and emotional considerations. Just as right here, it's telling you again. 3 times this card is telling you about the balance that is needed with the emotions and the mental. What is this King of Air? Okay. All right. 4 of Air. Yeah, rest. Yeah, okay. See? You're going to have to be confident. You're going to have to be brilliant, impartial, professional, and very diplomatic to cut through this situation. And while you're doing it's time for rest on a vacation, allow more time before making a decision. Meditation may provide answers. So again, while you're here, you need to balance, balance and take the time to meditate and rest so that you can put an end to this kind of feeling. Because you're in a 10 of water situation, you're in a contented and rewarding family life. Your emotional and material needs are met in trustworthy relationships. What is this soul cage rescue? Okay. The World. See, it's an ending of a cycle. It's an ending of this cycle where you're feeling like you have no hope. And the roughest part of cycles is when it's coming to an end. So, you have to think about what you really want. Ego, like the devil. Like, don't get caught up in this devil, because the devil cycle is being put to an end. Because not only will you have your self-love, you guys can end up falling in love all over again, because it's the end of the devil energies. And remember, this is a 21 that breaks down to a 3, which is also the Empress. So a start of an abundant new cycle is here for you if you're willing to take it. But you just have to get out of these energies and stay out of these energies. Remain optimistic. Wield your power, but make sure it is a grounded power that is not just loosely flying all over the place. Okay, Aries, I thank you so much for coming to the Black-Hearted Oracle. I pray that you find your higher self in the quiet places, and may Ma'at hold you in her loving grace. Ashe.